Now today we're going to try to change things up. We're going to start out with Akko right here. He's a beautiful big boy, and let's see if he's keen. Morning, how you going? Very good, very good. All right, thank you. Let's go to a leg, and let's go for this. Now, we've got a little Christmas ham sorted for Akko here, so we'll see if he's keen. Now, Akko is the largest crocodile that we've got at Australia's Zoo, and he always is extremely cunning and very, very intelligent. And our job today is to try and teach you how to stay safe around crocs. Now, it's very simple. Even with the largest crocodile that you find, they're really only capable of putting on a strike from about the tip of their nose to the base of their tail. It can be incredibly quick, incredibly volatile. See what he wants to do today. Now, Akko is a big boy and he's incredibly intelligent. He would probably be somewhere around 80 to 100 years old. And you don't get to be that old without being very, very smart. He is very cunning. Hey, big boy. Hey, Akko. Now, this big boy was originally rescued from the wild. My dad actually rescued him. He was a crocodile getting a little bit too close to people and to cattle. And when that happens, crocs are usually, unfortunately, they need an untimely end. But Dad went out and was passionate in making sure Akko could be rescued and could live out the rest of his life in peace. And that's exactly what he gets to do. Every single day, he has the best time trying to outsmart us. You have to remember, a big crocodile gets all of its power from its tail. And one flick of that tail, if I was about a foot closer here, he would absolutely have you. Now, in Northern Australia, all you've got to do is stay at least 5 metres back from the water's edge. If you do that, you avoid the strike of the biggest, fastest crocodile, no worries at all. And it's very, very important. If we can coexist with crocs, learn to live alongside them, we protect ourselves, but inadvertently, we end up protecting the crocodiles too. And the reason for that is because every time there's any sort of altercation with a croc, people unfortunately brand them as these evil monsters running around eating everyone, and that's not the case. You can see even with a beautiful, big, powerful croc like Akko, you have to break the rules before they have a second look at you. He's pretty chill. Hey, big boy, isn't he awesome? This is classic for Akko. Absolutely classic. He loves to do this. He loves to just make you wait and just make you get that little bit too close. Now, when Dad first caught this guy in the 80s, he was known as a big, dominant male, over 14 foot long. And that was way back in the 80s. So you think now he'd probably be over 100, I reckon. Takes a long time for crocs to get that sort of size. Takes a very long time. Doesn't just happen. Crocodiles are pretty slow to grow. They have a very long lifespan, about the same as us humans. So for them to reach a size like that takes time. And I'm watching him right now because oh, it's okay. He's always ready. You see that? He's always ready. Hey, big boy. Here you go, mate. Here you go, Akko. Here you go, Akko. Here you go, big boy. He wants me to just get a little closer. Just a little closer. Here you go, mate. Have a look at the size of him. Isn't he enormous? That's about the top end of how big an adult male saltwater croc will get. It's about as big as you ever seen. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Very reactive to movement. Let's give him that. Boom, he's got it. Hey, give it up for Akko. Isn't he just magnificent? Now, I want to see if he wants to come back in the water. But at the end of the day, what you have to remember is he's 16 feet long, and I'm about 5'10", so I'm not going to be able to convince him to do anything he doesn't want to do. In his head, oh, it's okay, it's all right. In his head, he's got somewhere around 3,000 pounds per square inch of closing pressure, and that's more jaw pressure than any other animal on the face of the earth, by a mile. Sharks, hippos, all of those big animals, they still don't come anywhere near the jaw pressure of an adult male saltwater croc, especially one of this size, one of this caliber. He's pretty happy, just chilling out there in the sun. And I'm happy enough for now to leave him where he is and jump in with Oki. Oki is very different because he's a little bit smaller than Akko, and he is very, very unpredictable, very fast. So, see where he is. Okay, he's looking. Let's jump in. Hey, Oki. Now,
Can't believe they make it.
this guy is he's quite intelligent, but what he really loves is the setup. He loves the stalk. You have to remember, crocodiles in the wild, they rely on vibration. They feel footsteps, and they can sense vibration 4 times greater in the water than out on land. So right now, he can feel just where I am, and I'm sort of pretending to be a little animal that's coming down next to the water to have a drink. And as soon as an animal enters the water, the crocodile moves into position. But he knows he's only got one shot at grabbing that little prey item, so he has to remain hidden for as long as possible. In the deep, murky waters of North Queensland, crocodiles are hunting in places where they are undetected. They perfectly match the coloration of the water, and you just can't see them coming. And they know that, and that's how they operate. You see, even here, look at how Oki, he knows that there's foliage here. He knows that there's a good spot to come in and to remain hidden for as long as possible. That's what it's all about for crocodiles. They're not these crazy, mindless animals that just run around with their mouth open. And that's what a lot of people have you believe. But it's not the case. They're very slow, methodical, and actually quite thinking animals, you know. They have a complex brain, and they do really think things through. Over here, not the tree. He almost went vegan. Here you go, mate. Oh, he's just missed that. Any volunteers want to? Oh no, he's got it. It's all good. Thank you. Good boy, Oki. Isn't he beautiful? Hey, give it up for Oki. Thanks for loving him. Now, what Oki shows you there is a young, fast croc. And what I'll try and do is see if he wants to sit up over here. Hey, Oki. See how reactive he is of things in his water? He was pretty happy sitting there. But when he sees that splash, he's just got to go back into the water. He's very quick. But even still, it's quite an exercise for him to get back in the water, to lug that big long tail back in there. But once he's in the water, then and only then is he truly, truly dangerous, because he can move effortlessly with that tail jumping in. All right, now,